Hello folks, and welcome to another autumnal episode of the Audiophile Man. And what do I have for you this time around? Well, it's been many years since I have reviewed shelving, Hifi Shelving, a shelving system of some sort. So I thought, let's give it a go this time. And we're looking at a shelving system from a company called Blok. B-L-O-K, Blok. Blok itself sits within the Monitor Audio group of companies. It's part of the Monitor Audio family, you might say. As for shelving itself, well, shelving is one of the basic building blocks for any hi-fi chain. It is as important as the individual components themselves. A hi-fi, as you know, has to land somewhere, somehow. And when it does, it interacts with that place. And because hi-fi is sensitive to outside vibration and other noise-producing elements like radio waves, main supplies, and more, and because hi-fi itself produces much of the same, all of this can degrade the final sound output. The actual place a hi-fi system sits on can either improve that situation or make matters worse. A quality shelving unit will isolate your hi-fi from the nasties out there, but in addition, it will also drain away any vibration produced by the hi-fi chain itself, and last but not least, it'll make the hi-fi look good. Now, in terms of prices, well, this is a modular system and it comes in all kinds of different sizes, different price points because of that. And if I described all of those to you right now, I'd be here all day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint a few pictures on screen right now, and I'm going to show you some of those price options. For more information, I'll put a website link down below. You can click on that and you can have a good look and you can work out some options and combinations for yourself. Now, in terms of helping the sound quality of your hi-fi, the Blok Stax 2G aims to be one of the good guys, helping your hi-fi system to reach its potential. For Blok, the Stax 2G has an intriguing design ethos. Firstly, it has a simplicity of line. Take a look at this. Now, it offers flat, solid shelving sides, square corners, no actual fuss, no platforms on the shelves, no secondary isolation technology. Consequently, the Blok doesn't look busy or particularly confused, which means that in aesthetic terms, you tend to look at the hi-fi and not the shelving unit. In build terms, it means the whole thing should go together pretty quickly, but most importantly, does the design do enough to impress in sonic terms? Well, we'll see a little later. Now, as I say, this is a modular system. You get different options, different materials are available. The one I tested here includes a strong 12.8mm high-grade plywood for the actual shelving bit. That's been veneered on the top. Now, I haven't done a stress test because I didn't want to break anything. I owe the company money, but I know each shelf is recommended in terms of weight loading up to around 40 kilograms. I have heard, though, that the company has topped up each shelf to load out at 100 kilograms without any breakages. From what I hear, that goes for both the plywood option you see here, plus the other option, which I did not test, the tempered glass choice. Now, each of these plywood shelves feature a sort of chamfered cutout at the rear so that you can push the shelving close to the wall and still have enough room for cabling, as long as the cables are not too thick, that is. As I say, you can buy, if you wish, a tempered glass shelving option, but I much preferred the wooden choice in performance terms. Now, look, I'm sure the Blok glass shelves perform very well indeed, but my own personal bias tells me that glass is more resonant than the plywood choice. Again, though, that's my own opinion supported by past experience with other products. So you might want to take that particular viewpoint with a pinch of salt. Each of these shelves here are supported by blocks that are in themselves supported by an isolation pad made from a hard silicon rubber. The aim of this rubber pad is to reduce vibration. Each one of these blocks is hollow and can be filled with an inert acoustic material to create a more dense structure. Each block features a resealable plug, and that plug can accept that inert material. Right now, Blok does not supply its own inert material. That's still to come. However, you can buy elsewhere from third parties. Actually, one of its competitors, Atacama, who is a UK outfit, also offers shelves for sale. They do sell, in addition, a high-density inert material they call Atabytes. And you can buy 7.5 kilogram tubs for around £35. And I'm sure if you shop around, and I'm pretty sure I've seen better deals on eBay, you can lower that price. Now, during my review, I did not fill the Stax 2G shelving system with any inert material. Even so, out of the box, I found the shelving both strong and stiff. The actual assembled unit was sturdy and solid. Assembling the system is very easy indeed, using magnetic bolts and a T-shaped spanner to fix the same. You also get screw-in height adjustable feet. You even get an adjustment tool that can be positioned over the foot assembly and rotated to increase or decrease the height of the foot. The spikes on the included feet can be removed if you prefer. Now, you can buy Stax 2G shelving units as 3 or 4 shelf systems, or you can buy each shelf separately to build your own unit of whatever height you prefer. You can also use the website shop to select things like quantity, finish, and material options. So that's the basic background and tech. How does this thing sound? Well, let's check out these sound quality tests and we'll find out. To begin testing, I grabbed the Beatles' naked version of the album Let It Be from 2003, I think it was, on CD, and I played the track Dig a Pony. Question then, was there any change in the sound presentation? Oh yes. For the better? Absolutely. Firstly, the imagery from the shelving unit was strictly organised. There were no ifs, no maybes here. The vocals were pinned to the centre of the stereo image. There was no wavering. The vocals were fixed. Guitars were fixed on the left and right channels. Lennon's vocal was placed front and centre. McCartney sat just behind. Behind him was Ringo and his drums. Billy Preston's keyboards were situated just to the left of all of those. More than that, the focus for all vocals and instruments was enhanced. This increased detail retrieval. Running alongside was a lowering of noise, which increased the sense of space around each vocal and instrument. This created an unhurried performance. That extra space in and around the soundstage also produced a rather relaxed presentation. The effect was almost to put a smile on the group, as if they were enjoying the recording process. That is, the sound was no longer fighting any high-frequency noise. The final upshot of this sonic housekeeping was a sense of neutrality from the music, a real balance from the song. Now, I wanted some larger and deeper bass now, so I turned to vinyl and I turned to Seal and his self-titled album from 1991 on ZTT, and I played the track Killer. And well, this track was rather impressive, I have to say. Tight bass lines that hit and ran like the best bank robbery. Here, bass attack was faster than Bruce Lee. It flashed a strike, and before you'd come to, it was gone. But it never smeared or dragged across the soundstage. This meant that the additional floating details that danced around the bass could easily be heard. In fact, there was so much space for these flying elements, the soundstage sounded wonderfully busy and complex. Later, the acoustic guitar introduction from the track Whirlpool was just magnificent. A host of metal strings flying in close formation, yet sounding like a group of individual strings instead of a blurred lump. And that, my friends, is the review of the Blok Stax 2G shelving unit. Let me give you a few final thoughts. I'll do a few pros and cons and then give you a rating. Now, in many ways, I was shocked at the sonic improvements compared to my highly recommended and still highly regarded Blue Horizon shelving setup. But really, the Blok offered significant improvements. the low noise output, the added focus, the increase in mid-range and treble detail, the bass punch, the extra space around the soundstage, and on and on and on. The sound improvements just kept on coming and showed me yet again how important a top quality shelving unit is in the overall performance of any hi-fi system, low or high cost. That is, if you want to get the best from your hi-fi chain, a high caliber shelving setup is absolutely critical. And believe me, the Blok Stax 2G is a prime example of that. Pros and cons. This first one, well, it's all a matter of opinion, I know, but I think this one looks good in that it's simple, straightforward, never says, look at me, look at me. It allows you to gaze at the hi-fi, and that's half the point. Next up, this is easy to assemble, although I have to say, I've never seen so much packing material in my life in any hi-fi setup, whatever the component. This one is just packed with stuff, which means if this thing is posted to you, it is highly protected and you should have no problems about any possible damage. Although when you're finished packing, you'll be left with thousands of bits of packing material. The price of perfection, hey. Next up, the Blok has a solid structure. This thing didn't move, it didn't wobble, it stayed put. Then again, this thing is easy to move. If you have to shift this particular shelving unit from one place to another, it's easily done. And finally, and at least to my mind, the most important point, the overall sound quality. The Stax 2G system will improve the sound of your hi-fi, and no mistake. And in the bad section, absolutely nothing at all, which means I'm going to be giving an award-winning rating to the Stax 2G from Blok, and not just any award-winning rating. I'm going to give it a deeply groovy 9 out of 10. Congratulations to Blok. And that's it, folks. Thanks for staying to the end of this video. I would like you to do me a favor before you disappear, and just down there somewhere, if you can click on the like and subscribe buttons, it just helps this channel to sail through the old algorithm. Further down, I'll put some links. I'll put a link to the website shop for Blok so you can peruse. There are also my own links. There's a Patreon link where every week I offer an exclusive hi-fi news, etc. video. Lots of hi-fi news, of course, but also hints and tips, music trivia, and stuff. In addition to that, there's other links to my website, which has a host of stuff you will not see on this channel. And in addition to that, a link to my Facebook group, which you're welcome to join. I will see you when? Next Saturday. It'll be next Saturday, and check out Music Alerts, where I will offer all the new CDs and vinyl and possibly books I've received that particular week through the post. Hope to see you then. Hope to have your company. Until then, folks. Bye-bye for now.